Okay. If the stars have aligned, someone might be able to hear us.
Mic is on.
Both mics are
Audio
on.
is live.
Someone can't hear us because they haven't got the headphones on. Are we good? Can anyone hear me? Hello, world. Oh, yay, you can hear us. That's such good news. I'm going to just turn it around so I can see. Kia ora, welcome. My name is Sneaks Pasture, and I'm so very stoked to welcome the world, indeed, to this possibly the only derby bout happening, I don't know, this week, this month, this year, who knows. And I'm joined by Tough Bickies. Hi, Bickies.
Hello, welcome.
This is so exciting.
The only derby in the world, apart from those 2 games happening in Hamilton, New Zealand as well this weekend.
Oh, awesome. And then next weekend, a couple of games in Palmerston North as well, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, we're very lucky.
When the season finally starts,
Yeah,
it starts.
it is. It's happening. It's weird. I'd like to say good day to some people. I think we've got someone joining us from Melbourne. Where else? Can we go up on that little stream, Keegan? Keegan is in charge of the stream. He's talking with you. Apparently we sound lovely. That is good news. Hopefully we're coming through loud and clear. It's making somebody cry. I know, it's really intense. It's been really strange for us returning to Derby, eh, Bix?
Yeah, it's really weird, but very, very exciting and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We came back gently, didn't we?
Yeah, we came back really slowly. The first drills back where we did contact were pretty weird. It's like, are we allowed to do this? Can we touch each other? And then you realise just how much, when you play derby, you are kind of yelling in each other's faces the whole time. And
Totally.
suddenly really aware of that.
You go from not being allowed to stand sort of 2 metres within distance to each other to like sweating on each other.
Yeah.
It's quite a lot. We are just waiting to introduce our teams to you, everyone around the world. Louisiana in the house. Hello. Texas, how's it going? We've got someone tuning in from Austin. The time of day must not be great for you guys, so we really thank you. And we know what it's like because we are on this side of the world. So when champs happen,
We know what it's like, yeah.
when World Cup happens, we have pajama parties. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many a Monday taken off work to watch champs.
Absolutely.
Hey, Iceland, can you play derby there as well at the moment? One other thing about coming back to derby was how the fitness was just gone. But I'm happy to report that it did quickly come back after a couple of weeks. I think the first few trainings back, we'd do a drill for 30 seconds, and I thought, I'm totally pooped, I'm never going to be able to do a 2-minute jam. But then after a couple of weeks back at training, it was just back to normal.
Yeah. I'm just being handed some important paperwork. Excellent. Are we ready to introduce people? I think maybe we are.
Yeah, this is exciting. Who's playing?
Well, 2 teams are playing today. Taranaki, which is in sort of it's a coastal place, eh?
Yes.
My geography is really bad, so if everyone could forgive me, that'd be great. Taranaki have joined us. It's about a 3 or 4 hour drive from Taranaki to Wellington, so we've welcomed some friends. And then Wellington, this is our home where we play derby normally in the season. And I think soon we're going to be introducing you to our non-skating officials. We are not used to broadcasting around the world, so you just have to bear with us, I think. Do we think that we can welcome the officials on? I don't know who I'm waiting to hear from, to be honest.
Yeah, let's play. Let's go.
Okay, you're on. All right, let's do it. If they're ready, then we're ready. Okay, we're waiting. What can we tell you? The COVID-19 situation in New Zealand at the moment is contained. We're not completely free of it. But
Hi, Pave.
Hi, Pave. Hi, Pavey. But we are able to spend time together in groups of less than 100. So we've been really careful about that today so that we can play safely. And we're stoked. Awesome. We're going to welcome our officials onto the track. Oh, it's exciting. I hope you guys are getting excited at home. Our lovely officials this evening are Scathing Grace, our head NSO, Number Cruncher, Kicked in the Jewels, Maple Hurricane, Raven Mad. I never know how to say Dax's name all the way.
Dax Ex Machina.
Awkward time to find that out. Dr. Reva Song, Serrated Edge, Kato, Dale, Iron Matron, Jabba the Butt, Witcher, and Purple Parfait. That's them. We're very happy.
Aren't they amazing?
We are so happy to have them with us. Next, we'll be introducing you to our visiting team tonight. Taranaki, the Rumblebees. Is that their name? It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. They'll be with us any moment now.
All right, here they come in gold and black from Taranaki Roller Core.
And their beautiful bees. Here we come. Awesome. Here
Visiting team for tonight from Taranaki. We've got number 02, Māori Vixen. 10, Pestilence. 17, Hijacks. 19, Rocky. 114, Tantrum. 156, Very Vicious. 24, La Bomba. 40, Fucking Tough. 505, Splat, and number 77, Chaos. On the bench, they have Rampaging Rudy and Scandalass.
Awesome. Next, we're going to introduce you to our home team, Richter City. The Richter City B team is coming out to play against the Rumblebees today. A bunch of orange and purple menaces ready to take to the track. Whoa, this is very exciting. Here we come, led by the captain, Boo Hoo. Number 2. Number 29, Pharmacist. 412, Clear the Decks. 414, Lens Flare. 42, Filthy. 420, Furious George. 58, May Main. 8, Quarter Pounder. 80, Feisty Beaver. 85, Enemy Blunt. 99, Grumpy Wendy. Joined on the bench by Bubble, Growl and Mama. We introduce you to our home team, Richter City, Wellington B.
Yay, let's play roller derby.
Let's play some derby.
They're all very excited, and a lot of them are quite nervous to be playing in front of a streamed audience.
It's such a strange atmosphere here too. We usually have bleachers full of people. We have our Garage Project, our wonderful beer sponsors. There are food trucks. You guys know how derby works, but instead we're in this silent sports hall. It's really strange, but I think there is a buzz within. We're buzzing within.
The Rumblebees are buzzing.
Yeah, someone's got to.
They're doing their final cheers. So the jam line is over there by the orange team's bench.
Indeed. We should introduce you to our refs, our skating officials for the evening. We have got our head ref, Invader Sim. We've got Fouled Out, Mr. Fox, No Skates, Batman, Sting, Rita, and Luke Assaults.
Right, that's the 5-second count. We're counting down to the
It's
first
derby.
game.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's derby.
First game of the year for our
Batman.
Wellington B team. Quickly for Taranaki.
Number 156, Very Vicious, is our lead jammer.
And we have Enemy Blunt jamming for the Convicts in orange. This is Enemy's first game with the Vics.
Hit to the outside there.
And
Very
this is also the
vicious.
Vics' first game for the year.
It is.
Their second game for the year, next weekend.
Yeah, it's all happening.
Scoring pass for number 156. And the first penalty of the game
The harm assist is off to the box.
to the Derby Apex penalty
the
box.
Derby Apex penalty box. Hello, Dill, and thank you very much for your support. This is so exciting.
And we love your work.
We absolutely do. We are avid fans, so it's pretty cool. I can see Harm sitting in the Derby Apex penalty box. That's
So,
right.
Wellington will start with no pivot. 3 blockers. They're taking the back line. We've got Taranaki in front of them.
It's all go here. It's all go here at the Kilburnie Rec Centre. Who would have thought we'd be broadcasting live from the Kilburnie Rec Centre? Some
And
beautiful
another lead for
footwork.
Taranaki.
Closely
2-4, La
followed
Bomba.
by Richter City. Clear the decks, getting ready to clear the decks of La Bomba. Speedy up the inside. Decks aiming for some points there. Bit of hustle around the outside. Jam is called off by La Bomba.
Another 1 point for Taranaki, 2 for Vics.
Ooh, Wellington is on the board.
So heading into Jam 3, we've got 5-2 to Taranaki.
It's a strange and beautiful thing to be having some derbs, to be honest.
So we've got one blocker from each team in the Derby Apex penalty box. 5-second call.
Too many skaters on the
All
track.
right, we've got to
from yellow.
return to the bench for one of the yellow blockers. Quick lead for Furious George, also her first game with this team.
George joined us last year as a new skater. She's very new to Derby. She's got fast feet and a lot of heart.
Beautiful hit out by 1-0, that's Pestilence.
Palm has come out of the Derby Apex penalty box.
George does a little leap, that's points on the board. Got Grumpy Wendy holding at the back of the pack. We've had the star has been passed to the pivot. It has been blocked by Pound.
Knocked out a little bit there.
Right, pivot 114. It's taken the star and is out of the pack. Chasing down Furious George, who has been spoken to by Bubble on the bench, giving her some kind of signal.
Here goes George, and she's calling.
They look like another one or two at the end there. No, one. Another 1 point for convicts at the end of that jam before it was called off by Furious George. Hey, that was a pretty great first jam, wasn't it?
It was really exciting. Amazing. How's everyone coping with our accents? I know we sound weird. It's a strange kind of revenge.
All right, so penalty box is clear.
No bums in the box. Wait
Full
for
track.
it. Yep, no, we're good.
It's Gavin Grace, you can hear there calling the 5 seconds. Jam is on.
Like a dream, you say. That's too kind. Here we go, Derby. It's a thing.
Got
It's
La
happening.
Bomber.
Ooh.
Oh, beautiful toe stop work, but the hit out by number 42, Filthy. La Bomber trying the outside line
Strong
and finds it to
offense.
get lead.
Strong offense
Nice
from
work.
Pound there.
La Bomba from Spain. Joined Taranaki League when she moved there to make friends.
And
meet people.
she was due to head back to Spain, but we've been able to hold on to her. You've got to look for the silver linings in the time of the pandemic. A beautiful side surf from La Bomba.
That was gorgeous. Straight past Filth.
Enemy blunt. on
Hit
the
down
outside.
from fucking tough. So Vix Jammer has removed the helmet. It's in the hand. It has been passed to the pivot harmicist, who's been held at the front of the pack. And as I say that, she gets past the last yellow blocker. So we've had a successful star pass. She's chasing down La Bomba, looking for more points at the back of the pack, and been instructed to call it by her bench. Another couple of points there. 2 points for Taranaki at the end of that jam.
None to Wellington. If you are wondering what we just said when we talked about a skater called Fucking Tough, that is a play on Te Reo Māori, the first official language of New Zealand. So it might be hard to get if you're not from here, but welcome to our world. She goes by Tough, I think, eh?
Yeah, we call her Tough.
And tough she is.
So we've got clear the deck. Jamming is declared lead. It's passed splat out the front of the pack. Immediate hat off by Taranaki. Hat has been passed, but the pivot turn jammer has been hit to the inside by Boohoo, number 2.
Oh,
resetting a
stays
triangle
in
at the back.
bounds.
Dex 1-on-1 at the front with the last Taranaki blocker. So we've had the pivots put the star on and is now in the pack.
Orange working hard, those blockers, to help their jammer score some points. Tantrum catches a bit of a whip. Always nice.
You can see Tantrum looking
Oh,
there.
big hit from Dex, who also goes down. Low block being assessed to number 156, very vicious.
Okay, so she heads to the Debiatics penalty box. So that puts 2 Taranaki blockers in the bin. Makes this a big
opportunity
points
here.
for the Dex.
Wellington making the most of it.
Mame and Harm at the back with Tantrum. Tantrum finds that outside line and then the inside line. Boohoo tried to hit it to the inside, but Tantrum is out. So that's the initial pass for the pivot turns jammer.
For Taranaki.
We can see no skates.
16-point jam there, was it? 20-point jam for Wellington. Taking the score to 31 Wellington, 15 Taranaki.
Yeah, all of a sudden, so that's a huge jam.
How nice is it to hear the sound of skates pitter-pattering on the ground? On the grey, lovely sports court. Seattle, how's it going? Louisiana, how's it going? Houston. I've been to some of these places. My golly, I like where you guys are from.
Got La Bomba 2-4 and George 4-2-0.
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Big hit and tough on
G'day,
George.
Sydney, how's it going?
Got pound running
Saskatchewan,
interference on the
awesome.
offense at the front there.
Oh,
La
kia ora,
Bomba with lead
Australia.
jammer. Closely followed by Furious George. Rocky at the back looking to play some offense. La Bomba slips through the inside. Beautiful. 4 points for Taranaki, 0 for Vix.
Beautiful awareness there.
Looks like Wellington is sending enemy blunt out to jam again.
Up against who for Taranaki?
Let's see.
So maybe Tantrum. Chicken is working hard, Block is working hard. Oh, that's number 17. Hijacks is our jammer for Taranaki, lead jammer. Grumpy Wendy heads to the Derby Apex penalty box.
Might be a bit grumpy about that.
She might be. Oh, Orange Wall working
Three
hard.
Wall trying to contain, trying to push out this jammer who just will not go out. And,
Quarter Pounder is heading off now to the Derby Apex penalty
right,
box,
so that puts two convex blockers in the bin.
creating an
and
opportunity for Taranaki.
Hat is off for Wellington.
Oh,
No. All right, so we have our third blocker heading to the Derby Apex penalty bin. Grumpy Wendy 9-9 returning. So Filthy will be able to sit
leaving Harm Assist working hard on the track.
and untouched. This jammer's going for another scoring pass. So we've had a staff us, eh?
Hi NJRD, hi NRDL Newcastle. There has been a power
great
jam.
jam for Hijacks.
Whoever is waiting for that. Hi Scary. Tie game, everyone drink. That's what's being said on Twitch. What are you sipping? Your coffees? I don't know. What time of day?
So Wellington starting with just two blockers on the track. We've got Boohoo and Lens Flare working together to contain La Bomba.
Quarter Pounder.
Leatherdecks jamming.
Quarter Pounder comes out of the Derby Apex penalty
Beautiful
box.
hit by the captain Rocky from Taranaki. 4-1-2. Leatherdecks out with the lead jammer.
Looking for a pass
La
here.
Bomba with the side surf again. Leatherdecks pulling to the pack as she approaches. Scores the points. Pulls off the jam.
Locking those points in.
4-0, so we'll start the next jam with one Taranaki blocker in the bin. And convicts with clear bin.
A tie game is always exciting.
Oh, I don't want to be.
Someone is trying to hook you guys up with a bit of vision of Sneaks and Bickies, your MCs. So you can see our friendly wee faces. What you're intently watching the track. Oh, fast feet up the inside line by
Beautiful close
George.
to the inside line by Pest.
Oh,
Furious George finds the lead. Lead jammer 4-2-0.
whizzing around the
Yeah,
track
approaching
furiously.
great speed. Oh, tries a beautiful hop around the outside, but 7-7 Chaos hits her out. We have another star pass.
And the jam is pulled off.
Another star pass to Tantrum.
What's that? I think there's some vision of us.
Oh, shit.
Not yet. Oh.
All right, so we've got a 37-31 game. 5-second call. I've got all radio voice.
The
Alright,
soothing
jam is on.
tones of tough thickies. Jam is on. Enemy
Cheers at the front with the mainframe offense. Beautiful struggle there of Taranaki and allows La Bomber to get lead. So Taranaki with lead.
Enemy Blunt
Rocky.
working hard at the back of the pack.
Rocky holding Blunts at the back there.
She's looking for the pass.
La Bomber back on scoring pass. Oh, again with the side serve.
Harm trying to
Nice hit out from Harm. And scoring pass for La Bomber. We have had the star stash. Blunt is out. The front, we put the hat back on. Coming around looking to score points.
Not a threat to have anything to do with it.
Oh,
yes.
Scores all four and pulls it off. With Blunt getting at the back there. One point to Wellington.
Oh, hi.
38-39.
This is us. Hi. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for being with us. Give us a sip of coffee. Delish. This is us. This is what we're doing. Look at this beautiful outlook. We've got Tiny Town, which is where our bar usually is. We can see the Brutal Pageant banner. Are you ready for the home season game?
Clear the decks jamming for Convicts. Hits straight into Tough. And
Goes for the inside. Working hard.
Yes,
Round the
lead
outside.
jammer.
Clear the decks is out.
Wellington with lead. And Taranaki is out.
We've got Very Vicious
Very
jamming
Vicious
for Taranaki.
Tantrum waiting at the back there as Dex approaches. Dex outside line.
Switching to the
Very
end.
Vicious approaches the back of the pack as well. Also
Pushing that pack out.
scoring a legal point. We'll see what the ref angle was. No. 4-0 jam for Wellington. 42-39.
Still nice and close.
Exciting.
Yeah, this is really exciting. So exciting. I need to put my sweatshirt on because I'm cold. So I'm going to do that. How's that for commentating? Just letting everyone know what's happening. Don't want to
Gotta be
upset anyone.
comfortable.
Yeah.
It's important. Alright, so we've got clear Derby Apex penalty box. We've got Furious George jamming in orange for Wellington. And maintain offense. We have the yellow wall containing her at the front. And La Bomber jamming for Taranaki. Penalty being assessed to number 8, quarter pounder.
Furious George furiously around the track, but closely followed by La Bomba.
Taranaki doing a great job protecting their points there and getting to the front.
Pulled off, but not in time, I don't think. Oh, no points
0-0
to anyone.
jam.
That's always hard, eh? Doing all that work. Everyone getting all sorted and then 0 pointies.
Alright, so we will start with 3 convicts blockers on the track, 1 in the box. Enemy Blunt jamming in orange. Tough doing some beautiful offense.
Very
Still
Vicious is our jammer for Taranaki.
Very Vicious with lead. Harm immediately looking for the star stage. And pass. Harm has taken the star pass. He is out of the pack. Very Vicious. Scoring points. Harm's inside line. Nice.
Very
4-0
Vicious.
jam, I believe. Yes, 4-0 jam for Taranaki. So, lead change.
Oh, lead change for those of you playing at home.
43-42.
Very Vicious, lead jammer that we just saw for Taranaki, is quite new to the team. She's played a few bouts, but just a few. And even though born and bred New Zealand lass, this is Very Vicious's first time in Wellington.
Oh, wow, cool.
So welcome, and way to score some points on our track.
Yeah.
Also, hello, Derby Twitter. Sorry if we've been neglecting you. I'm just one person. There's only so much I can do.
Line totally open and takes it. She looked like she thought it was almost too good to be true. Clear the decks, trying inside, yes. Dex is out and chasing. The bomber approaching, scoring points. beautiful. Slips through in between the blockers. Hit out by
Lensclear.
How many scored there? 3. Is that 3 or 4? I cannot see that.
I don't know. It was sideways, which
3.
makes me think it was a
so
3.
46, 42. No points scored for Vix in this game.
Still a close game.
So you can see some of the outside pack refs that sting there. She will be playing in the later game. Also just out of shot, you can't see right now, is Batman reffing the next game as well. And Renegade Rita, who will also be playing the next game.
Strong start from Wellington there. Furious George busts out of the pack.
We've got a bunch of people doing multiple jobs this evening. So when this game ends, we'll all swap roles and go do a different job.
George in front of the pack now on those twinkly toes.
That was a beautiful spin.
Nice clean pass.
We had another pass to Tantrum.
Yes.
That's one of my favourite things so far in this game is the star pass to Tantrum.
It's a good time.
There was a big hit out on George.
She doesn't seem deterred.
Looking for points.
She's a bouncy ball.
Yeah, bounces straight back up.
Twinkly
Close up on
toes.
the outside.
Pound. Oh. Tantrum is out. George going for a few more points. And calling it off. What a class act. Furious George. Beautiful gem.
I liked that offense at the end that Orange did, all working together to push the blockers to the inside and score.
It was jolly lovely.
So we've got a 54-46 game.
Ooh. Good to see a lead change. Always love a lead change. Keeps things interesting. La Bomba and George particularly racking up those points for each team, contributing to that sort of pendulum of lead changing. Here's La Bomba working hard against Quarter Pounder.
Lead again for La Bomba. Whoop. Down on the butt and straight back up again. We've got Enemy Blunt meeting that wall of yellow.
Some clear, absolutely, some clear communication from the Taranaki bench there. Scandalous.
Pendulum might be swinging back again.
It may indeed be.
We've hit a pass to Harm. Harm
Um,
is out.
She is
La
now
Bomba
a gemmer.
is going to call it there with another 4 points. Just had another tie game. So exciting.
OMG.
These teams haven't played each other for a couple of years and we didn't know how the matchup would be.
No.
Turns out really good.
Really close. It's a good one. It's a good match. Neither team has a very deep bench, so everybody's working really hard. Oh, we've got a timeout.
First time out of the game.
I think we all need a breather, so that's good.
Yeah, 54-54.
Goodness me.
So I'm loving all the star stashes and star passes in this game. That's really exciting to see.
It is a bit of track fixing up happening during this little break and play. A bit of a conference going on between some refs and officials. Who's emceeing the second game in Bix's place? Let me tell you. I wonder if he has a derby name. Big Dipper. Dipper? Am I saying it wrong? Okay, Big Dipper is who is going to be hanging out. It's going to be me, Sneaks Pasture, and Big Dipper representing.
I'll probably introduce you.
Oh, careful. Yeah, there we go. Big Dipper, Sneaks, Bickies, MCing, announcing. I think you guys call it in the States, eh? We say MCing here.
Yeah, emceeing or calling.
Tomato, tomato. You know, it's all good.
All right, so We have one each in the box, in the Derby Apex penalty box.
Yes, we do. We've got
Feisty Beaver
Beaver.
standing, and is it Rocky sitting?
May indeed be.
No, it's not. It's... I can't tell.
We just
Too
don't know,
far
do
away.
we? We just don't
I'll
know.
tell you soon.
Big Dipper getting some props for the moustache.
Right, end of official timeout.
I'm sure
So-
the skaters are grateful for a breather, eh?
Yeah, we've got pretty small teams on both sides. And again, for our second game this evening, we've got pretty small teams.
Not a very deep bench, so lots of hard work happening. And as it happens, the second game will feature a lot of the same skaters. Clear the decks, out of the pack, smooth.
Tess did such a beautiful job at getting to that line, but Dex
Clear the decks, calling it off.
0-2.
Oh, MCs have gone. Are we back in? We're back. Sorry about that, team. Technical difficulties. Everybody hydrate. I'm going to do that myself. I hope you all don't mind. In this moment of quiet, I would like to acknowledge the mana whenua of Wellington. The iwi that have mana whenua over our land, where we're broadcasting from. That's Ngāti Toa Rangatira and Taranaki Whānui. Kia ora. George and Rabonda. Such a good match. Oh, George holding firm on the out, but hit out
Beautiful hit out
by
Was
1-7.
that hijacks?
It was
Yeah,
hijacked
nice.
with the hit.
Yellow blockers working together really well. Attention getting to the front of the pack to meet up with their team and defends the outside line.
Orange blockers doing a great job of
Yes,
slowing
Labonga on the inside
Labonga down.
and pulls it off. Oh, another lead change.
It's such a pleasure to be bringing roller derby into your lounge rooms, bedrooms, workplaces, I don't know, wherever you may be. Another timeout.
Timeout.
Orange timeout. Yes, that is Bubs benching the convicts. Which I might add is a name we're working on. Like lots of derby leagues around the world, we're trying to be better and do better, and we're not sure that name really fits our values and how we want to represent. So we're working on it. We're a work in progress. Bit of timeout time happening here. It's a thing that happens.
Very vicious dancing on the jam line. That's great.
Love to see a bit of a dance.
It is pretty fun playing roller derby, hey?
It is pretty darn fun.
Yeah. We were talking before this game about how with people who can't play at the moment watching, we feel a kind of awake to have fun on their behalf.
We're doing our jolly well best to have a good time. Also, like, I don't know if it feels as though we're smugly sitting here going, you know, we can play and you can't. It's definitely not that sort of vibe. We have managed to contain COVID-19 in New Zealand, but everybody is still cautious and we are still uncertain like everybody is. So we're just taking this moment while we have it, eh?
Yep. We're playing this game because we can right now and we don't know
What tomorrow
the rest
might
of the
bring.
season- Yep.
That's very cool.
We are back on with a score of 61-58. We have Lens Flair jamming. Just the first jam for Lens. Spins to get out for lead jammer. Lens Flair, very vicious, fighting May May at the front of the pack. Oh, beautiful hit out by May May. I am waiting for that. Yes, I thought that's what I saw. A cut track on the yellow jammer.
Oh, Flair
So
dancing from the outside to the in.
Scoring points. And we have a power jam for the convicts.
Penalty
We
assist.
have a cut check penalty awarded to the orange jammer, who is heading to the Derby Apex penalty box for a jammer switch. So we have a 2-minute jam, 156, now back on the track. This was a... Yes, so that's initial pass for Very Vicious.
Who will not be able to call it off.
Grumpy Weddy returning from the Derby Apex penalty box, and
Claire also
Claire with
released
hat in hand, hat back on head.
as Orange 4-2 is sent to the Derby Apex penalty box. A lot of action in that.
Okay, so we
Derby
have
Apex penalty box.
We have the orange jammer heading back to the penalty box, as well as one of the orange blockers. Tough, trying to go at Grumpy Wendy. We have
Two Taranaki blockers heading to the penalty box.
a Very Vicious coming back for another scoring pass. That was one just there, but that would be
Rocky
another
also.
lead change. Some nice offense being played by Taranaki there. We've only got 2 orange blockers on the track. No, 3. Blue is there. May holding Very Vicious. Orange getting back together. So we've got Claire back from the penalty box as the jammer just at the end of the jam. So she had some points. She had 4 points. So 4-4 on that last.
There was a
end of the
lot
jam.
of action to follow in that jam. That was a little bit of a messy one.
We're taking another official timeout.
Gotta happen.
Let us know if you have questions. We've got
Yes. How long are we back to practice now?
official review to Orange Convicts. I've got a roving mic, so I'm going to go see what's happening.
Awesome. I will hold down the fort here. When did we come back? Yeah, it is hard to remember. You know how time has kind of warped nowadays, but I'd say we've been back for, where are we now? September. End of July, maybe. So we came back slow, we were very careful. The Derby Apex wants to know how I got so cool. Hard work and good luck. Classic. Yeah, we've been back a couple of months. We eased into it. Been working on strength and fitness. Trying to sort of reconnect as a bunch of homies, you know. Oh, here comes Vicky's, I think, testing out our roving mic capabilities.
All right, can you hear me now? Yes, I'm very excited about this roving microphone. So Orange is calling an official review. They are challenging the penalty that was assessed to the Orange Jammer, the back block. So that's the second Jammer penalty. So we will see what the outcome is of that review.
Thank you, roving reporter Vicky's.
Who else can I go visit?
Yeah, roving microphone. We're pretty fancy, aren't we? We have Quaddy to thank for that, Quadfather, founder of Roller Derby Streaming NZ, who is bringing this bout to you, and who has been working really hard with Dragon Ball Lee to make this happen. Dragon Ball Lee is behind the camera, bringing you those close shots and those wide shots, trying to show you the derbs, connecting all the technology, working their butts off. So to them we bow. Yeah. Waiting to hear the outcome of this review. There's a lot of corridor chatting going on amongst the officials. As well there should be. Wonderful. What can you tell us?
My mic is back on. The call stands. The official review is not retained.
Okay,
So
we're back in action. Boo's got a toe on the pivot line. We've got Clear the Decks lining up against La Bomba.
and we've got a 1 point game.
And we've got 2 Taranaki skaters in the Derby Apex penalty box.
Oh, lovely, beautiful defence with this 2 wall with Taranaki at the front.
Clear the Decks out of the pack. Main holding La
Marty
Bomba.
Dixon is heading to the penalty box in the illegal procedure penalty. The Derby Apex penalty box.
Oh, we've got a power jam. La Bomba heading to the Derby Apex penalty box.
So that's another lead change. The first scoring pass there for the Convicts.
What the heck? It's a lot to take.
Setting up.
That pack being drawn out a long way.
Yeah, really strung out pack. Another 4 points for Orange. There is a penalty being assessed to an Orange.
Thank you for the discussion
To
about
the
the
jammer.
donate button. Quick interruption there, Bix.
Yes.
Just reminding people we've got a donate button on our Twitch stream.
Yes, we have 2 donate buttons.
Excellent. Not one, but 2.
One to donate to Exeter City and one to donate to Derby Streaming NZ.
As well, we should, because there's been a lot of work behind the scenes by both. Thank you for clicking it. Thank you for supporting us. You guys will know the struggle is real of putting on these events.
Oh, lovely spin there by La Bomba. So that's first scoring pass.
Someone heard me say donut button instead of donate. That's how we say
That's a good
donate
button.
here. But if there is a donut button, I want to press it.
Dex is back.
We actually have a sweet
So-
line to donuts in this league because Grumpy Wendy skating as number 99 makes a mean donut.
Yeah, the best donuts in the world, I think.
Yeah. Can confirm. We're very lucky to sell them at our bouts. I will suggest that she has a button and calls it the donut button for donating.
All right, so we're back to a 1 point game.
Oh my gosh. Taranaki is up
2.5
by
minutes
1.
left in the half.
Gee whiz. If it's square at half time, I'm pleased the skaters can't hear me because it's like nothing, what were you working for this whole time? The love of the game. Pavey would like to know what donuts Wendy made this week.
There was one with sprinkles and cinnamon and an Oreo one.
George is sprinkling beautiful footwork all over the track, which is also
Like the
donut
track is a
shaped.
donut.
Exactly. Oh, takes a hard hit there from Splat.
A power jam for Taranaki is 4-0 Orange sent to the penalty box, to the Derby Apex penalty box. We have tough returning for Taranaki from the box. Very vicious. Meeting up with those
Dynamic
orange
pack work
blockers.
from Orange.
Yeah, nice.
Very vicious goes down on the track. Back up. All inside line clear, except for Boohoo.
Did we ever answer that question about how long we've been back at training?
I attempted to, quite poorly.
We came back in mid-June, start of June to mid-June. We came back really slowly with just no contact training for a month.
Skills and
slowly
whatnot.
reintroduced contact training.
Oh, George is back on the track and she's smashing it. Beautiful jump there.
So back at this 1 point. Oh, no, lead change again.
Oh my gosh, the pain.
I can't even keep up.
This is just reminding you, this is George's first game with Wellington B. She's had a couple of home season games, but having an absolute blinder in this one.
So what's really cool was, did you just see George know that she could come back in front of that blocker? That's very cool to see.
Takes a whip off lens clear. Everyone loves a whip, am I right?
So we were talking about the
that's
donate
us.
button.
Yeah, we were.
So you can donate, and we would love if you did. So if you donate to Rip the City, it will help us put on this event and another one, hopefully in about another month. If you donate to Roller Derby Streaming NZ, did I get those words in the right order?
Yes, you did.
Yes. It will help them buy new gear and maybe even be able to do action replays. So
That's worth a donut, isn't it?
Roller Derby Streaming NZ has been streaming games since 2016, all around New Zealand. If you are one of the leagues that has had your games streamed, or you've been able to watch your team when you couldn't make it to a game, or you've been able to do study your opposition because of their streaming, then maybe
Yeah,
today's
that's a good
the day
one. What is that worth to you?
donate to them.
That little insight on the opposition.
They've been working really hard doing this for years, and hopefully we'll continue to, and hopefully we'll be able to get some more derby streamed from New Zealand this year.
Yeah,
So if you can donate to them, it will really help with that.
indeed. And if you could donate to us, that would really help us, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I'm running out of eloquent vocab, so perhaps we will pop this puppy on pause so that Vicky's and I can have a little sip of H2O.
A coffee
and
maybe.
perhaps, some coffee, and come back to you guys on the other side of this. Thank you so much. Make yourself a little cup of tea or a beersy or whatever it is that you're imbibing this evening.
See you for the second half.
Cheer. Tangata or Aotearoa, the New Zealand Women's Indigenous Derby team. So that is going to be 5 skaters from that team, which is very cool. Very cool.
So that'll be
Any minute now. 1 minute and 20
first
away.
jam, the second half.
And that'll be Māori Vixen, Pestilence,
La Bomber,
Tough.
and is it Hijacks?
That may be. Yes, it is. That's who it will be. Those 5 skaters. Ooh, I'm cooling down. It's cold here in New Zealand, I'll tell you what. Especially when you're not skating and you're sitting on your bum.
Yeah, it's spring here. It's really windy.
Spring is a hideous season here, isn't it? Like, we don't do it. We put on our jackets and we just do our jolly best. I think my blood sugar's getting low, in case anyone's wondering why I'm so
Here we go.
nonsensical. I've got snacks as well. Sneaks has got snacks, don't you worry about that. I've created a whole new button, especially to snack. The donut button, which has been a great success so far. Whew. Everyone's getting ready.
So maybe I should finish my mouthful.
Yeah, do it. I'll do some chit chat if you like. There's a great age spread in the Rumblebees. They range from 21 to 52 in age. Another cool thing about our sport. Snacks pasture. It has been said before. I should change my name. I do love a snack. We've got cheese toasties here, which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, is a grilled cheese. They sometimes call it a jaffle in Australia. 30 seconds until gameplay. What's going on with the penalties?
Quaddy's just put up the penalties to show. So we've got Quadfather producing and Dragon Ball Lee on the camera. And we're just seeing the penalties from the first half.
There was a bit of action in the Derby Apex penalty box, for sure. It's time for the second half here at the Kilburnie Rec Centre, coming to you from the classic venue, the well-known, internationally renowned Kilburnie Recreation Centre.
Yep, if you've ever played a game in Wellington, you have likely played here.
We're out in the suburbs. We're a fringe sport in the fringes of Wellington.
So jam is on, so we've got that mana tangata or Aotearoa
We
pack
do.
out. And
Wahine Toa, strong women.
jamming
Ooh.
is lead for Orange.
Clear the decks, also Wahine Toa. Out, smashing it.
La Bomber jamming for Taranaki.
Boo and Flair holding fast. Clear the decks.
Forearms penalty, it says to clear the decks.
Ooh, gutted.
So we have now a power jam for Taranaki. And we have the Taranaki jammer on the initial and just completed the initial.
Clear the decks in the Derby Apex penalty box. Having a little think about her behaviour.
So if we can score some points for Taranaki, we'll have another tied game. Oh, yeah, the score's real slippery.
Bomba takes a tumble, but she's back up.
There it is, another tie game. A little bit ridiculous, this game with the back and forth.
Oh my gosh, is it what?
So
We shared your love with the skaters and they really appreciated it. So if you're watching and enjoying this, Wellington and Taranaki, thank you. And they really appreciate your support. Dex pushing that pack to its limits.
both jammers on scoring passes. Oh,
Hijack's heading
beautiful blocking from both teams happening here.
Hijack's heading to the box.
As is harm assist, blocker cut penalty there. So we've got one blocker from each team in the Derby Apex penalty box.
Dex's bench putting the pressure on to get another lap.
Left in this jam. Beautiful hit out from Tough. And jam runs its course. It's another 3. I can't see.
Score is looking to be 100. We've reached triple digits to 93. A very close game. Going
Very
jam
close,
for jam
very exciting.
sometimes. Delicious derby.
Great to watch.
Delicious snacks.
So Berry Vicious jamming for Taranaki, Furious George jamming for Wellington. Blockers still one each in the penalty box. Some really nice blocking happening here at the front of the pack. But Furious George finds her way out, Winsling jammer. We have both blockers now coming back from the penalty box, making 4-4 on the track. Very Vicious in the pack on initial, and Furious George on scoring pass.
Orange blockers.
Yellow tripod.
Orange blockers holding Vicious to the back there.
Pharmacist holding Rocky, trying to keep her separated from the rest of the yellow blockers. So that was 4 points for Orange, and now we're back. George is back again with another scoring pass. Very Vicious is removing the hat and being blocked by a tripod of the Bahama Pound. Will be coming back to protect her wall from the offense, but can't protect from the star pass. Had a pass to Rocky, who takes the helmet cover and is putting it on her head.
Quarter pounder put a toe out of the track there and didn't realise, so she has gone to the Derby Apex penalty box, and they've got one Taranaki skater in the box as well.
So we're going to start with a 3-3 pack.
We are.
Emily Blunt's coming out to Danfield Vix.
Up against. Who is that with a star? 2? Does that say 2? Is it Māori Vixen?
She's 0-2. Is that 0-2?
I can't see from here. Too far.
Yeah, I think it is.
Time to repair the track, what do we think?
That's fouled out. You can see some track repairs there. There's Henderson in the inside track. So we've got a track painted on here at this venue, but we tape it and rope it for games. So unfortunately we can't let it down full time.
Because this venue is used for all sorts of things, isn't it?
Yeah,
Roller
a bunch of other
hockey.
sports as well.
Yeah. Kids roller skating, all the usuals. I'd like to say hello to our neighbouring leagues, including Remutaka, Kapiti Coast and Whenua Whataos. Hi. Hello. Love yous. And to all our Aotearoa leagues. It's a small sport in a small country, so we're pretty tight-knit. And it's very cool. In October we hope to be playing a tournament called Regional Rumble, where we'll all hopefully get to go to Taupo and play.
A beautiful clear of the outside line for Emily Blunt in lead.
Fast and furious. Kia ora, Pirate.
Filthy blocking and peer work there at the front.
A wipeout, a grand wipeout.
Inside of the track. And now they've got a tripod with Phil.
Māori Vixen out of the pack. Harm's number's 29. Yep, there we go, we're off.
Alright, so
The confusion.
we have Harm heading to the Derby Apex penalty box. Blunt scoring points. Number
Boohoo
85.
is
Boohoo
taking
pivot
off.
also going to the penalty box.
That would be the Derby Apex penalty box, wouldn't it?
That's the one.
Yeah. Excellent. Blunt working hard at the back of the Taranaki pack, but they will not be moved.
Beautiful yellow tripod there at the back. That's pierced with the blue helmet.
Few points picked up there. So that is by Māori Vixen.
Scoring pass for Taranaki, and this is another scoring pass hit out by Boo at the back of the pack after she just returned from the penalty box. enemy one pulling the jam. So 4-8 to Taranaki that jam. Nope, we have. Is my mic on?
We believe so.
Excellent.
How is the audio quality out there, team? Can you hear us? I think we turned ourselves down a little bit after halftime. We got muffled. We got great. We got yeah.
Let's say we've got donuts and muffins. Alright. We've got full packs.
La
We've got
Bomba
with
is out
lead
of that
jammer.
pack. She could not be stopped. Dex looking for an out.
Some nice weaving offense being played here by Claire for Dex. Dex has 2 blockers. Yep, finds
Clear the
way
Dex out of the pack.
La Bomba's scoring points here. Bringing the score closer. We've got currently 120 to 102. And 1 point stolen there at the end by Clear the Dex. Another 4 points for Taranaki. Thank you.
Bit of a score bolstering from Taranaki there. 106 with Wellington in the lead, 1-2-1. Lining up we have Very Vicious and Furious George.
Empty Derby Apex penalty box.
And we're off.
Both jammers try that outside first of all.
And Pound, quarter pounder is off to the Derby Apex
Again with
penalty
that
box.
weaving offense by Claire. Beautiful. Fury finds the inside.
Furious George is our lead jammer,
Furious George is chasing points.
and her pack are doing all they can to help with that. Some
Hopping on her toe stops, pulls off the jam.
brilliant awareness from George there, locking those points in.
I think we have some people whispering behind us.
I think we do. I think it's the skaters from Brutal Pageant and Smash Malice. Sneaky little ladies getting ready for the rivalry of the
Oh my
century.
goodness, okay, we have these two behind us. It's Inception.
There's some Instagram action happening.
So we've
There's
got
some Twitch
Bonnie
action
Collide
happening.
and the Nerdiator.
Meanwhile, there is some serious action on the track. Bit of a jammer tussle
We
here.
have a star pass. This Dex the pivot. I turned around, what did I miss? Dex
Yes.
the pivot, that's exciting. I love it when Dex blocks.
An apex jump from Dex at the last minute there.
Oh, I should never look away.
We should never look away. Those
Damn you,
pesky
nerdy.
Smash Malice and Brutal Pageant skaters. You'll be partaking in some pageantry next, won't you, Bickies?
Yes. I'm ready to play for Brutal Pageant, which was also, I think, the first team I ever played for.
Wow.
Yeah, with our home season, we reshuffle most years, and I have played for each of the 3 home season teams at different times, but Pageant was my first one.
Returning home.
Yeah.
Homecoming with the Pageant Queens. Oh,
All
we've
right,
got a timeout.
I am, yes. Hence the shiny, shiny pink.
Ooh. Hi, my name's Snake's Pasture. I'm telling you that so that we can test my audio levels.
My name is Tough Bickies. I'm testing the volume level.
Bix is the lower volume we hear. I do also have an obnoxiously loud voice, so that could be something to do with it.
Shall I hold my mic closer, Quaddy? Oh, absolutely gorgeous inside line taken by Very
Closely
Vicious.
followed by George, though. Look at the speed here.
You can see Mama communicating with the pack from the bench.
The
You can also
stakes are
see
high.
Growl on the bench in the amazing orange jumpsuit. Growl will be refereeing the second game and is coaching the Convicts for his first game.
No points picked up by Taranaki there. But we've got some on the board for Wellington, I think. There's whistles blowing left, right and centre. There's an official timeout going on the track. Bit of conferencing happening, bit of track repair happening.
So indicating the official timeout, we have one of our newest league members. This is Ian Matron.
We do. I was just going to say something about that actually. For those of you out there waiting to sort of return to Derby and desperately missing it, something that's been a real upswing for us is that I think a lot of people during the lockdown here in New Zealand reflected and wanted to try something different with their life and their spare time. So we've got a really strong quad goals intake, which is our used to be called fresh meat, but our new skater intake. So we've got about 20 skaters, which is probably twice the amount we usually have, which is awesome. Yeah,
that was something really cool to see, that coming back from the break we had lots of interest, lots of people wanting to join, so we're really trying to take advantage of that and integrate them into our league.
And you will have seen the penalties up on the screen a jiffy ago. It looks like Tough is getting pretty close to the limit with penalties.
So Tough is currently standing in the penalty box, setting the end of her most recent penalty. She did mention to me at half-time she's trying to control those.
Trying to get that under control.
So we got 129 to 110 and 19 and a half minutes left.
Anything could happen really, eh?
It's pretty exciting. And straight after this we'll have our we're kind of calling it our home season game, but we don't really know what a season is at the moment. We had a whole home season planned out at the start of the year.
Things look a little different now.
One by one, those dates had to be cancelled or changed. So in an ordinary year, this date would have been our season final. Okay.
We have a technical issue with the scoreboard at the moment, so that's what our timeout is about and what's being looked into at the moment.
Mr. Fox has come over. He'd like to know how many people are watching the stream. What was the answer, Quaddy? $380 was last time Quaddy checked watching, and dancing on the track, which I love.
There's a couple of special people in our audience, Big Dipper's parents. So I'd like to say...
Oh, amazing. Hello.
I'd like to say kia ora from Aotearoa.
What time is it there? In the morning?
Yeah. Wow, you guys.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're going to be tired tomorrow. We appreciate it. We appreciate him. Thanks for allowing us to have him. Yeah, we've still got a whole game, so buckle your seatbelts because you've got to watch the next one. It's going to be an almighty clash.
Game after this is our league split into two teams called Brutal Pageant and Smash Malice.
The first teams that ever took the track for Rector City, I believe, in 2007?
9, I think.
2009.
2009, yeah.
Same diff. So yeah, getting back to the track. And if you follow us on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, you might have been sorted by the selection helmet into your team. So we'll be expecting you to cheer really loudly and send those vibes through the screen. We're away.
On La Bomba, another side surf that's too painted to move, I reckon. So we got lead jammer earned by La Bomba, but was reabsorbed into the pack, and Dex is out.
With a deft hit from Quarter Pounder there.
Taranaki doing some nice work getting to the front of the pack. But La Bomba calls it with Dex in front. 0-0 jam, so the score stays 129, 110.
Sort of feels like it's settling in a little bit now, but I'm not counting anyone out because the stakes are high and there's been some really high scoring jams.
So close, yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's 1:20 in the morning. That is early.
Furious George on her toe stops, meeting a yellow wall.
Pushing that wall. She's small but mighty, Furious George, and she gets out of the pack.
So we've got lead jammer for Orange, very vicious jamming for Taranaki.
George coming through, aiming for some points, clearing them all.
Scoring pass there, very vicious has removed her hat.
I get the sense.
One of my favourite things is looking to happen. Doesn't happen. That was a stash.
It seems everyone's working hard not to end up in the Derby Apex penalty box at the moment.
That's a nice hit out there by 7-7.
Some laughter and squeals as people go down onto the track.
So we have had the star pass
For Taranaki. Making Tantrum our new jammer.
Yeah, so Tantrum has the hat on, dances around the outside. Orange blockers recycled to try and meet her again at the front.
As George comes around the outside.
So Tantrum now working against this orange wall. It's just May that last blocker. She gets around and is out.
Oh, there's a spell at the front there. George calls off the jam.
There is a call off. There is a no pass, no penalty at the end of that jam there for Furious George.
And the timeout then called. An official timeout, I believe.
Yes. So 140, 110.
A bigger lead than we've seen all game. After this, we've got a whole nother game, which is going to be very cool. Special greetings to the person on Twitter who changed their profile picture to the Brutal Pageant logo. We see you and we appreciate you. Nerd Derby, we see you. I want to know where your Malice counterpart is. Step up to the plate, leopard print lovers. I'd like to take a little moment to thank the Derby Apex. The Apex is proud again to sponsor this stream. Visit their site for training tips, league resources, scores, analysis, and heaps more. The Apex is your one-stop roller derby media source. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you can bookmark thederbyapex.com to stay up to date with the latest news from the hashtag Derby Twitter and the Derby community. Feeling a lot of love from the Derby community here at Rector City at the moment. It is such a special, weird sport, which we love, and we love that you love it. And we love that we're having a big old Derby Love Fest this evening, or this morning, or whatever the heck the time is where you are. Thanks for joining us. We've got Wellington 30 points ahead of Taranaki, and my co-host Becky's has left the MCing table. She's got the radio mic in her hand. So hopefully we'll have an update for you shortly about this timeout. Our head NSO Scathing Grace looks to be sorting something out, as she's wont to do. I'll give you some fun New Zealand facts, eh? We've got a population of about 5 million, which the Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has been referring to as the team of 5 million. Here comes Bickies. What can you tell us, Bickies?
Oh, just confirming the correct penalty type was assigned.
Cool, that's important.
So, La Bomber and Enemy Blunt lining up to jam. Blunt on the outside meets Yellow Wall.
La Bomba also attempting to take the outside, now moving in. Facing a very strong orange wall.
Nice blocking from Pest and Splat.
And Blunt is out of the pack. Much cheering coming from her bench.
Jammer for Enemy Blunt.
Some offence coming onto the orange pack now from Taranaki.
Blunt's first game with this team, hey?
It is. It's Blunt's first game. She's been with us a couple of years now, but it's her first game with the B team. She's been playing in the home season up until now. And she's doing very jolly well.
Heads to the outside. And getting the instruction from the bench to call off the jam.
Smart instructions. Someone's asking which team has a smaller roster, and I think Taranaki has a smaller roster by 1. I'm going to check that for you.
Snakes will count.
I'll use a very technical system known as pointing at people's names. I was correct the first time. We got 11 on the bench, 11 on the squad team, if you will, for Wellington, and 10 for Taranaki.
Very vicious, dancing around, looking for opportunities. And Furious George getting caught on a yellow wall here, hit off the track, coming back, looking to the inside. And Furious George with lead.
A one-player difference doesn't sound like a lot between teams, but at this point in a game, it can really matter.
Yep. Oh, lovely hop over the apex from Furious George.
Caught by her teammate Pound, who was absolutely thrilled with that. That was a really heartwarming piece of play.
Yeah, so those numbers can start feeling the pressure, especially when you get high penalty counts. So we saw the penalties on the screen earlier, some of the Orange team on 4 penalties. I think 2 in the team on 4.
Yeah, it definitely adds up, doesn't it?
Oh, clear the decks. Lead jammer. Right out, we've got La Bomba up against a wall of Filthy and Main and Beaver, and finds the inside line. Lovely. Cleared by Splash, I think. Hit out to the inside and Dix.
Recycled to the back. Just better safe than sorry, I think that was. Trying to avoid a cut.
Scoring points, and so is La Bomba, I believe. Did she sneak any in? Yeah.
Indeed. Wellington extending its lead here. Taranaki.
But 3 points stolen by Taranaki in that jam.
Indeedy.
What's happening on the chat?
What's happening on the chat is people are trying to hit that donut button, and we're just helping make sure that they can do that. We've got Big Dipper
Offense being played by
on the keyboard.
Pound and George.
Oh,
jamming.
clean offence from Pound, and beautifully taken by George.
Hit out to very
Closely
vicious.
followed by Vicious.
To the outside and is back out on her initial pass. Who was sent to the bit?
That is
Taranaki
Rocky.
Blocker sent to the, pops her on the outside. Furious George.
George is really coming into the game. Well, not that she ever left, but crikey. Just really settling in and figuring out her tactics and her work together with offence. Got our next 2 packs lining up. Clear the decks and La Bomba on the jam line. We've got 1 in the bin each for Wellington and Taranaki. That would be the Derby Apex penalty bin.
La Bomba with a really fast lead and Dex out behind her. Let's see if Taranaki can turn this into points.
The packs are moving fast.
Yes, flat at the front there, trying to get a point. All right. At the end of that jam, let's see what.
I think a back block has just been assessed to the yellow jammer.
Okay, so we will start with a power jam for Orange minus their pivot. And there's also a Taranaki blocker in the bin.
Pivot standing for Orange, so won't be without their pivot for too long. And we've got 11 minutes and 52 seconds left in this game. Ooh. After which there'll be a bit of a home team tussle between Brutal Pageant and Smash Malice.
Okay.
Oh, people are tiring. You can tell people are tiring as the penalties just come.
Penalty box getting full. So, Pound
George.
number 8 is off to the Derby Apex penalty box. I believe that was for a direction call.
And La Bomba is still in there standing now, the yellow jammer, while the orange jammer attempts to pop some points on the board. Just pop those points on the board, George. It's easy. It's not easy, especially not with a wall that strong.
La Bomba returning boost, sees her but can't stop that side surf up the inside line.
Penalty assessed too.
What Mr. Fox could see from the inside of the track was the cut track penalty. So La Bomba is going back to the penalty box. Power jam extended for Furious George and Convicts.
This is not what Taranaki needs right now. This is bad news for the Rumble Bees.
This is what Convicts told me at half time they were going to do.
No way. Yeah. They set a plan and they're putting it in action. That is impressive.
I told them how exciting it was that it was so close. And they said in the second half they were going to
They were going to do something about
stretch
that.
it out.
Hopefully it's still exciting to watch. Oh, what a hit. What a hit from Rocky on George. We see the love for fucking Tough, and we feel it. Tough is playing some beautiful derby. Looks like we've got Berry Vicious lining up on the jam line. The Derby Apex penalty box is clear. And Enemy Blunt is taking the line for Wellington. Under 10 minutes left of this bout. Enemy Blunt has cleared the pack.
Outward lead. Some nice blocking happening at the back of the pack there. Harmsist sent to the Derby Apex penalty box. Dex pivoting again. Very exciting. Dex is usually jamming. I love it when she blocks. I love it when she jams too. It's exciting.
Blunt pushing hard on the Taranaki pack here.
So Berry Vicious has taken off the hat and has it in her hand.
But her pivot is miles away.
Yeah.
So
We've got Pest bridging. We've got Taranaki working, trying to hit Blunt out to the outside line, not able to get her off the track.
bit of a stalemate at the moment. Two strong packs, two strong jammers.
Yeah, 3 nice tripods.
And a lot of tired bodies. Our Wellington B skaters, some of them are also playing in the next game. And they will be very pleased to have the energy of their league mates.
2 games for a lot of these skaters. Dex has gone up to try and play offense. Very Vicious still held at the back by a tripod.
Oh, such hard, clever work from both packs.
Split hat ball. Releases Blunt.
Oh,
And we have a sneaky pass here.
who's sneaking?
Yes. So the pivot has the jammer hat, but is still stuck in the pack and is now out.
Blunt comes through to score some points.
Another scoring pass. Being instructed by the bench to call it off.
Marty Vixen feeling the burn there. Everybody is tiring a little bit, which is absolutely understandable. And it's easy for me to say here, sitting on my bum.
So clear penalty box. So we'll start this jam with full packs. La Bomber and Furious George jamming. Tough doing the pivot hat for Taranaki. Some really nice blocking there together at the front by the yellow wall.
George light on those toes, looking for a hole in the pack, but it's too late because La Bomba has side surfed her way past the pack. George is out.
George is out and chasing.
Taranaki looking to get some points on the board.
Yeah. Ooh. So one point scored for Taranaki and 2 for Convicts at the end of that jam.
We have 6 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in this game, after which we'll have a little break. Brutal Pageant and Smash Malice will do some warming up. Those who have not yet been on the track, those who have will do some warming down, possibly a little bit of breathing, maybe some snacking, and then we'll be underway again.
All right, jam is on. No one in the Derby Apex penalty box.
Clear the decks.
Absolutely.
Cleared the decks, didn't she? Yeah, beautiful.
Penalty being awarded to May May, a direction penalty. She heads to the Derby Apex penalty box.
And we've got Māori Vixen jamming for Taranaki.
Forearms penalty being called on Clear the Decks. Making it a power jam for Taranaki.
Come on, Taranaki, let's use this advantage.
So we've got 0-2 Māori Vixen with the jammer hat. Nice spin move. Inside line. We have a
Penalty assist to Lens Flare, 4-1-4.
So we've got Māori Vixen coming up on the scoring pass with only 2 orange blockers on the track. Taranaki lining up.
A lot of orange bodies
Māori
in the
Vixen
Derby Apex penalty
comes
box.
into harm assist, and then, yes, finds that inside, and 4 points there. Coming around for another scoring pass, and Dex is returning to the track.
Looking to take advantage of Taranaki's focus on their jammer, but Taranaki will not be fooled.
I can't see what's happening over there, but more whistles.
Some whistles are being blown, some derby is being played.
Okay, looks like we got a Taranaki blocker heading to the bin, to the Derby Apex penalty box. So once again, we've only got the 2 blockers on the track, this time from Taranaki. Pivot is now back, so we've got another 1 more blocker to work together here. Dex on another scoring pass.
Just 4.5 minutes left in this game.
So this is, I think we said this at the start, but just repeating the Convicts' first game of the season. This is the first time they have played together as this team.
Yeah, after a very long hiatus.
Yeah. So Convicts had a really good season last year in 2019, culminating in attending the first B team champs that we've ever had in New Zealand. Really cool tournament held in Christchurch.
It was a jolly good tournament. It was a punishing tournament because we have some very strong derby teams. Oh, look at this penalty count. Harm assist. Harm assist. Tisk. Harm assist has gotten very familiar with the Derby Apex penalty box.
So that 6th penalty, we're not sure about. Yep, here we go.
Cut.
So we're going to start this next jam.
We are, with a couple of bodies in the box.
Yeah, we've got Splat for Taranaki and Main, and is that Flair
I think it is.
in the box for
Lens Flare 4 and 4.
Orange.
Indeedy. Got some timeout action happening here. Bickies is picking up the radio mic. There's some timeout happening. Do stay with us. If you've bothered getting up early in the morning or staying up late at night, you might as well go the distance, I reckon. That's my advice to you anyway. There's a lovely energy here now. Everybody's relaxed and bantering with each other. Always nice when a game reaches that point. The score is 182 to Wellington and 124 to Taranaki. And we're having a timeout. That song by Cake, I really enjoy that song, The Distance. I enjoy it a lot.
Alright, so we're starting with a pack advantage for Taranaki. La Bomba
La Bomba.
on the inside line, lead jammer. George being blocked at the front by Rocky.
Oh, some beautiful footwork.
Tough. And we've got some offense being played for Taranaki at the back here, hit out by Boo.
Being run back by Boo as George approaches. Beautiful pressure from the Wellington jammer. Do you know what other song I like by Cake, Twitch stream, is Short Skirt, Long Jacket? It's a good tune. It's a jam. Yeah, it's an absolute jam. Speaking of jam, Dex is up there, ready to go. Big Dipper is pointing at me for that segue. Hope you all enjoyed it. I snuck it past. Did you see that?
Dipper took the mic. 3 minutes. I could
3
go put
minutes
some
and
skates
10
on and hand
seconds.
over to you. Yeah, okay.
Becky's is signing off.
See you later. I'm gonna go gear up.
All right, brace yourselves, Big Dipper.
Good, everybody. Big Dipper, not replacing, but now on the mic where Vicky's once was.
We've got Clear the Decks and Hijacks jamming at the moment for Wellington and Taranaki respectively.
Jax is going to call it off.
And we've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left of this game. It's been a strong second half for the Wellington team.
It really has.
It seems they sort of found their rhythm and maybe figured a few things out in the first half. And Taranaki have not made it easy, that's for damn sure. I can see some brutal pageantry and some smash malicery happening off track. Ready for our next bout. George jamming for Wellington and La Bomba jamming for Taranaki. George pushing, looking for a hole in that pack, but nothing to be found so far. La Bomba being held steady at the back of Wellington's pack.
I feel like we've seen a lot of Wellington
We
here
have.
in the second half.
She's been relied on pretty heavily, and understandably so. She's been a great point scorer. Some beautiful footwork.
Risen to the challenge.
Taranaki bridging so their jammer can keep working.
Slightly concerned that we might have an injured player.
Yes, I believe we do.
So we'll
Everybody's
be taking a knee.
And we'll give them a little bit of time and space to figure things out. We've got our Wellington Free Ambulance medics in the house, for which we are grateful. We've just had a skater down, and she's being attended to by the medics. In the meantime, I'll tell you some things about the Taranaki team. The Taranaki League is called the Taranaki Roller Corps, and they were established in 2008. There used to be 2 leagues in Taranaki. So there was Taranaki Roller Corps and the Mountain City Rollers, but they merged about 7 years ago. And they really have enjoyed, they said to let everybody know that some of their favourite derby moments have come from connecting with the international community through boot camps when people have come over to teach and train. And as I mentioned before, there is a huge age spread in the Rumble Bees, the team that's playing now, which is Taranaki Roller Corps B team. From 21 years of age to 52. So it just goes to show. Derby's for everyone, I reckon. And injury is part of our sport, isn't it? That's why I'm sitting in this chair. I don't know, I was going to say embarrassingly, but just as it happens, injured myself at training by myself trying a new trick.
I don't think there's any embarrassment in it.
It's just like people
Falling
think
is how you get better and how you learn, and sometimes
true.
the falls are harder than other times. And
people think you're hardcore though. You say, "Oh, I broke my ankle playing roller derby," and I'm like, "Really? What was happening?" And I was like, "Oh, I was trying to spin and hop on one foot by myself in the corner." And actually, at the time, I was trying to show someone else how to do it. Never try to show someone else how to do it. I cannot see the number of the injured skater at the moment, but we'll give you an update when one is available. So Rocky is heading off the track. 1-9. Looking in good spirits, but ailing in the foot region perhaps. None of my gosh darn business, is it? But we wish her very well, and I'm really grateful to have the support of Wellington Free Ambulance. They come to all our bouts, and we use them maybe, I don't know, once in every 50 bouts, but
hopefully not super often.
We're always pleased. Always pleased. So we've only got 1 minute and 10 seconds left of this game, and we'll resume when it is safe and sensible to do so. Something I've been really keen to get to the bottom of is how many derby leagues there are in New Zealand, and I just never know. Although, huge congratulations to Swamp City Roller Derby,
Oh, yeah.
who became members of the WFTDA today.
Big news today. Shout out to them. For me personally, outside of Victor, obviously, like Swamp City, I think is one of my favorite New Zealand roller derby leagues. They have some just immensely talented skaters, but also every time I've ever seen them play, the sort of fun energy and having a good time that they bring, it's infectious, and yeah, I'm real fond of them. So
It's awesome to have them in Wifter, and awesome to have them just down the road. They're not too far from us at all, which is cool. Yeah, I can't even begin to say how many leagues there are, but with Swamp, does that make 6 in Wifter?
let's see, we've got Richter City, Pirate City up in Auckland, Whakatane. We have Dead End in Christchurch, Swamp City now, and Dunedin.
Yes,
Correct me if I...
that sounds correct to me. I don't profess to be an expert in Wifter membership, but I think that could be it. Tell you what, we're back on the track. We're back on the track with 1-1-1 to go, which feels somewhat fortuitous, shall we say. We've got La Bomba and Clear the Decks lining up for what will likely be the last jam. Decks finding the inside.
Line, gets it for lead.
La Bomba not too far behind, working hard against a strong Richter defence. A cut has been assessed to La Bomba of Taranaki, sending her to the Derby Apex penalty box. Dex is communicating to her pack, asking them to get out the way. Bay City Rollers also maybe in Wifter. Sorry if we've missed you off. Is Bay City Napier? I believe so.
I believe so. It's been a minute since we played against them.
Tough out here, making it hard for Clear the Decks.
The benches are beginning to get loud as the clock winds down.
Our crowd is small but mighty. It's mostly family and bench.
Okay, the Decks calls it off.
Bringing us to what might be the end of our game. There's some high fives, there's some smiles. What a game.
BCR is Napier and Hastings. Cheers, thanks.
I hail from that region originally, I'll have you know.
Dead End, Auckland, Bay City, Swamp. People are now throwing down the names.
That's good, educating each other and us as it happens. It looks like 202 to Wellington, 130 to Taranaki, so a really strong second half for the Wellington team.
Bay City became Wifta in March of 2019.
Oh, congratulations, Bay City. I apologise for not knowing this.
We lives, we learns.
We do live and learn. Some big cheers going up. Some of those might be for you, Twitch family. After this, I am going to have myself a drink, a little bit of hydration, and probably a cheese toasty. I know.
But then we'll be back on the mics.
We'll be back, Sneaks and Big Dipper, bringing you the second bout of the evening in this international doubleheader, streaming our home game to the world.
So if you haven't picked a team to cheer for, you have just a few short more minutes to just get a vibe.
Indeed.
And decide who you're going to yell at your TV for, or your computer.
Flip a coin, I reckon, and if it lands on a stately royal figure, that's Brutal Pageant, and if it lands on a creature of some sort, or the other side. Basically, if it's tails, you're a leopard. You're a Smash Malice leopard. But a few troublemakers there. We've got the penalty board up for that game. Harm assist looked like she reached the limit with 6 penalties. Lens Flare clocking up a few as well. It's hard to play effective defence and offence without without getting a few penalties.
And
I
Nick
think,
Blunt playing clean though.
indeed,
As
Hijacks also reaching the limit, and Tough having a few as well. I think the time has come for us to leave you momentarily, Twitch family. Derby, we'll be back with you as soon as we can for the second game, Brutal Pageant versus Smashed Malice, coming to you live from Wellington, New Zealand, from our home to yours.